Hey everyone, it's Argonaut here from The Right Way, and well, US actor Jussie Smollett is sentenced to 150 days in jail over his fake attack, which was a blatant hoax of a racial attack on him, a hate crime, and this is just a piece of shit person who could have started riots and got people killed just because he wanted to increase his notoriety in Hollywood. What an absolute douchebag. This guy should rot at jail, but I think he probably won't even spend the full 150 days in jail because, of course, he's a Hollywood elite and they get away with anything. But at least if he spends some days in jail, that will at least mean something. So let's have a look at what happened. A judge has sentenced Jussie Smollett to 150 days in jail, branding the black and gay actor a narcissistic charlatan for staging a hate crime against himself to grab the limelight while the US struggled with wrenching issues of racial injustice. Smollett responded by defiantly maintaining his innocence and suggesting he could be killed in jail. What an absolute dickhead! This guy is just a complete narcissist, as the judge said. He only thinks of himself. He doesn't think of anyone else. He's still maintaining his innocence. If he just came out and said, "Yeah, I did it. I was being really stupid. I wanted to up my profile and earn more money. I'm really sorry." If he'd done that, he probably wouldn't have even got any days in jail. But no, he wants to keep maintaining his innocence when we've all know that he basically faked his attack, and it was proven in court. The sentence and Smollett's post-hearing outburst capped an hours-long hearing Thursday, and more than 3 years of legal drama followed Smollett's claim that he had been the target of a racist and homophobic attack. I don't know if you remember back when he did that, but he said that two guys jumped him, yelling, "This is MAGA country," and they put a noose around his neck and all this other stuff, when it was just he'd paid two black Nigerian gay people to help him. Just amazing. Smollett didn't make a statement when offered the opportunity before the judge announced the sentence, saying he was listening to his attorney's advice. But after Cook County Judge James Lynn issued his decision, Smollett removed the face mask he wore throughout the hearing to proclaim, "Wow, he removed his face mask. He could have got everyone infected with COVID, you dickhead. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBT community," Smollett said, standing up at the defense table as his lawyers and sheriff's deputies surrounded him. "Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this. I'm not suicidal, and if anything happens to me when I go in there, I didn't do it to myself. You must all know that." So what is he going to do, kill himself just to prove that someone was trying to kill him? What a absolute dickhead. I cannot believe this guy. As the deputies led him from the courtroom, Smollett shouted again, "I'm innocent," he yelled, raising his fist. "I could have said I'm guilty a longer time ago. You didn't because you're an absolute narcissist and you can't bring yourself to admit that you did something wrong or admit what you actually did." The judge sentenced Smollett to 30 months of felony probation with 150 days served in Cook County Jail in order that he pay $120,000 in restitution to the city of Chicago and a $25,000 fine. Well, that's just peanuts to him. He's a millionaire, so it's the jail time which will really get him. Special Prosecutor Dan Webb asked Lynn to include an appropriate amount of prison time when sentencing the actor for his conviction on 5 counts of disorderly conduct, basically hoaxing a hate crime. His conduct denigrated hate crimes, Webb said after the hearing. His conduct will discourage others who are victims of hate crimes from coming forward and reporting these crimes. That's exactly it, right? You're hurting all the other people that you're saying you are trying to help, you idiot, Smollett. Because it hurts them, because people now think again when someone says, "Oh, I got jumped by these white people and they put a noose around my neck." It might have actually happened, but it's hard to believe when you've said that thing and you hoaxed it. Smollett's attorneys wanted the judge to limit the sentence to community service. Oh my God, seriously? Arguing that he'd already been punished by the criminal justice system and he did the damage to his own career by faking the hate crime. Family members echoed those comments. "I ask you, Judge, not to send him to prison," his grandmother, 92-year-old Mary Smollett, told the court. She later added, "If you do, send me along with him, okay?" Yeah, why not? Send her along too, Judge. If she wants to die in jail, let her die in jail. I don't give a shit. Smollett's attorneys also read aloud letters from other supporters, including the president of NAACP, I think that's some sort of black organisation, the Rainbow Push Coalition actors Latanya and Samuel. Well, Samuel L. Jackson has just been dropped in my estimation of him if he is on the side of Jussie Smollett. You should have seen all the evidence, Samuel L. Jackson. I cannot take you seriously anymore. That is just ridiculous that you would support this person. Several supporters spoke out about worries that Smollett will be at risk in prison, specifically mentioning his race, sexual orientation, and his family's Jewish heritage. Aren't most of the people in jail black anyway? So he shouldn't be worrying about his race, should he? Lynn said he did consider those requests for mercy along with Smollett's prior work and for financial support of social justice organisations. But Lynn also excoriated Smollett as a narcissist and pronounced himself astounded by his actions given the actor's multiracial family background and ties to social justice work. That's the problem. They're all virtue signalers. All these celebrities, they're virtue signalers. They don't care in any of these things. They just want to look like they're doing something. They want to virtue signal, but they don't really give a shit when it comes to any of these social justice things that they're fighting for. The damage you have done to yourself is way beyond anything else that can happen to you from me. You are now a permanently convicted felon. Yes! Alright. Smollett's attorney, Ninya Uche, said he would ask the jail to keep Smollett in protective custody and plans to appeal both the verdict and the judge's sentence. Uche said he didn't expect Lynn to include jail time, but Smollett did. He said, because I'm a black guy, no matter how successful I've gotten, I'm black. Oh, you folks to hate crime, you absolute dickhead. Before the sentencing portion of the hearing began, Lynn rejected a motion from the defence to overturn the jury's verdict on legal grounds. Judges rarely grant such motions. Look at this guy, he's a pretentious git. That's what he is. Smollett faced up to 3 years in prison for each of the 5 felony counts, disorderly conduct. The charge filed for lying to police, of which he was convicted, he was acquitted on the 6th count. But because Smollett does not have an extensive criminal history and the conviction is for a low-level non-violent crime, experts did not expect him to be sent to prison. First, I think it should be, because it sends a big message. If you're going to hoax a hate crime and blame white people and MAGA people, then you should have the full weight of the law hit you. Thursday's sentencing, which is subject to appeal, is the latest chapter in the criminal case that made international headlines when Smollett reported to police 2 men wearing ski masks bit him, hurled racial and homophobic slurs on him on a dark Chicago street and ran off. Cook County State's Attorney Kim Fox had come under fire for her office's decision to drop the initial charges against Smollett. On Thursday, Fox blasted a relentless, organised and effective push to pursue Smollett while other serious crimes went unsolved. So basically, she was on the side of Smollett and she tried to get rid of it. But luckily, that didn't happen. Just because we do not like the outcome should not mean we bully prosecutors and circumvent the judicial process to get it changed, Fox wrote. Smollett was indicted, tried and convicted by kangaroo prosecution in a matter of months. Judicially appointed special prosecutors led the second case and Smollett was convicted in December. Witnesses at the trial included 2 brothers who told jurors Smollett paid them to carry out the attack, gave them money for the ski mask and rope, instructed them to fashion the rope into a noose. Prosecutor said he told them what racist and homophobic slurs to shout and to yell that Smollett was in MAGA country, a reference to the campaign slogan of Donald Trump's presidential campaign. Smollett, who knew the men from his work on television show Empire that filmed him, testified that he did not recognise them and did not know that they were the men attacking him. Unlike the trial, Lynn agreed to let photographers and a television camera inside the court for the hearing, meaning the public got to see and hear Smollett speak in court for the first time. Well, it's good to see he's got some jail time. I don't know if he was going to serve the full 150 days, but I'm really glad that he got convicted, and hopefully it sends a message to anyone who's as narcissistic as this idiot that maybe they'll think twice before they do it, but probably not, because Hollywood is full of narcissistic people who only think about themselves, and they're full of virtue signaling. Anyway, I thought you might be interested in hearing about Jussie Smollett. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, you're welcome to give it a thumbs down. And if you like my content, please subscribe as well. Anyway, hopefully I'll catch you in the next video.